so excited, so excited. Come on, mate.
Whinge like mad.
Whinge like what?
Everything and anything.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, come here.
Years to survive in the beginning. I wanted to do an album with the sounds of the 50s, the sounds of the 60s, of the 70s, and then the sound of the future. I got the synthesizer. Why don't I use the synthesizer? Use
You should always say
I usually ask for life insurance
Right, well, ladies and gentlemen, and by now, Jim, you'll realise why no one's been answering your telephone calls for the last 2 days as they dreaded you sort of recording them. We're gathered here today to celebrate all together in a very sort of wonderful community and a privilege Diane and James's 30th wedding anniversary, which is absolutely fantastic. And by now, Jim, you'll realise that the secret is now out. It's absolutely fantastic. So, as Jim composes himself, Diane would like to sort of convey, I know, her heartfelt thanks to, where's Greenie? Where is not? But certainly to John, who apparently is great at keeping secrets. Okay, for the full Seren on how something's a day in the lakes. It's been a whole sort of fact of fiction, Jim, and you've gone along with it. We've had a great time. Okay, I think to Gabrielle as well, Alex and Nathan, who've just been fantastically discreet, as well as other sort of friends, Glyn, everybody who's been contributed to today. And they've been absolutely wonderful. And we're going to have just 5 or 10 minutes, Jim, and we're going to celebrate this wonderful moment, both with Diane and yourself all together. And of course, your wonderful sister Joanne, who's come over to you, told a little white lie about seeing you in August.
She did.
Just to sort of add a little sort of romance to it. So, we've had a sort of a little tale by way of tears, but by way of just a this is your life moment, I've had the privilege of just a little bit of insight into your romance. Jim and Diane met in July 1984, and after a whirlwind courtship, they were engaged only 6 weeks later. Jim Beale, the salesman that he is. And what a charmer too. Diane was then 18, and Jim a young and very sort of slender 23. So okay. And only a year later, they were married on the 22nd of September 1984. Now, some of you will immediately recognise that it's a little earlier than that, but very deliberately done by Diane, who just wanted to have this event because we want to have it very separate from the wonderful event that's coming up in August with Alex and Holly, which is going to be actually a wonderful occasion. So this is their moment now, and your moment comes for everybody a little later in the year. So after the wonderful wedding, honeymoon in Spain, which of course they still enjoy and love, and moved to their first home in Scaresbrick. Diane working as a hairdresser, Jim starting out as a car salesman at Blades in Liverpool, but slightly distracted by one or two friends, thought he might make a few extra quid in Saudi Arabia, so off he went, but God bless him, he lasted a couple of weeks, you see. And actually, when you look at Diane, who could resist that? He had to come back, so he came back very, very quickly and got his and very quickly got a job back with BMW at Beechwood, I believe that's correct. And yet on their first wedding anniversary they found that they were expecting young Alex, which is a fantastic way to finish off their first year of marriage. And then in 1986 young Alex was born, Diane then age 21, and here he is today. And they moved to Churchtown, and then Jim joined Halliwell Jones in May 1990.
Correct.
Okay, which is followed by a move back again not longer to Scaresbrick. In 1992 Gabrielle was born, and shortly after, they moved here. We started working in Chester, BMW Chester, for 17 years, and in 2000, Millennium Baby, Nathan was born. And with the family complete, they moved here not long after Nathan was born. No stress, Jim. Okay, to this wonderful home which everybody loves. And as I'm told in Nathan's words, allegedly, what do you love about being here? Dad's new pool table, big TV, power board, and everything that a child could expect. So wonderful, really. Okay, so these are your thoughts, Jim, although you don't realise it, on behalf of Diane. So, we've come together to celebrate your 30 years of marriage, and wonderful it is too. And it is given that a husband and wife may comfort and help each other, living faithfully together in times of need as well as in plenty, in sadness and joy, in sickness and in health. Some words that you will recognise. And it is given that with delight and tenderness they may know each other in love and in marriage and as a couple belonging together forever. So what we're going to do now, Jim, is just have a very gentle renewal of vows. So I'd like you to hold Diane's left hand. And this is where you have to stop blubbering, you have to repeat after me. I'll go slowly.
Cocked it up the first time.
No, you're going to do it well. I'm going to hold your hand. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
As a sign of our marriage. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
As a sign of our marriage.
Sign of our marriage.
With my body, I honour you.
Sorry?
With my body,
I honour you.
All that I am, I give to you. And all that I have, I share.
You.
No, you're not sharing.
No,
me.
So you may now kiss your wonderful bride of children. Now, in case you didn't notice, Jim is a little emotional. Okay? And I know that on behalf of both of them, they'd love to extend their thanks to all of you for coming today, for making this extra effort of being here, for all of you that have been involved in the whole conspiracy of getting Jim here almost on time on this wonderful occasion. And in the best tradition of the Houghton family, we're going to party, and we're going to have some music. Should I just turn us out?
Don't you worry.
Would you like to say any words at all, Jim?
Not at the moment to get back.
You can't.
No, I can't. I didn't do it on the wedding day, so I thought after 30 years I'd have a bit more confidence, but I can't.
Okay.
That's right. I can't.
So, what I would say, Jim gets a little moment, is he did say to Diane only months ago, Diane, you never surprise me. So here we are today. I'll hold up the furniture.
I could relay a million conversations.
Yeah, go on, Diane.
I could count my best friends on one hand. What about you, Jim? Remember all those conversations?
It's just like, I don't know what to say. I'm absolutely shaking it.
Oh, by the way, we're not going to Glenfloss's.
I've probably spent. Where is Green? Was not
He's not here.
He's always like.
No, he's been a hero. He was meant to come with you.
But
He's at Glenn's for the past.
I have moaned. I moan anyway at the slightest thing. But I have moaned from getting to your house this afternoon. But then he deliberately got me to do a demonstration in a car that I'd kept clean all the way up because I only like to demo in the clean thing. But he hits every puddle he could hit. John, would you stop doing this? Like a long way round to Charles's house. Who the bloody hell could live up here? And then to get this unbelievable, I'm talking about Pearsy today and Louise. I don't know what to say. It's fantastic. I love you all.